Thank you for joining me for this morning's yoga practice. My name is Sade, and I'll be guiding you through a 30-minute session. So if you would, grab a few things if you have them available. If not, it's perfectly okay. I will give you variations of the poses in case you need it. So if you have a yoga strap or a belt or something that can help you deepen the pose, some yoga blocks, preferably two, or if you have a stack of books, that can also be grateful as well. And last but not least, you can grab onto a blanket. This will help you if you need help with knees and you want to just have placement for your knees for support in case you have some knees that are a little more challenging than others. So if you would, just join me in a comfortable seated position. We're going to get started. So crossing your legs, having your palms facing either down or facing up. You're going to slowly close your eyes, making sure your back is up nice and tall, allowing the oxygen to flow in and flow out nice and freely. We're going to take this time to check in with the body, check in with the mind. And just take a moment to do a quick body scan, noticing how your body feels. Work your awareness up from your toes to the top of the head when you reach the crown. Allow your awareness to flow through places that may feel tight or tense without any judgment, just noticing how you feel. Now, wherever you are, bring your awareness to the breath, noticing how the chest rises and falls with every inhale and exhale. Take this moment to set an intention for your practice. Now bringing your awareness back to the breath. We're going to take 3 collective breaths together. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Start by releasing all the oxygen from the lungs. And take a nice deep breath in. And release. Two more times. Nice deep breath in. And release. One last time. Nice deep breath in. And release. You might notice that you feel a little more relaxed now, allowing us to move without judgment, move in freedom. Now bring your palms facing down. You can continue to keep your eyes closed, or you can start to open them wherever you feel comfortable. And we're going to slowly bring our chin down towards the chest and start rotating the head over to the left, creating a large circle. Start to rotate towards the right. And bringing that chin back down. Continue towards the left. One more full circle. Noticing any tension. And once your chin reaches your chest, start to go in the opposite direction. Making sure to breathe. Breathe into those areas and those spaces that feel tight. One more rotation. Bring your chin down towards your chest. Take a nice deep breath in. Breathe into the back of the neck. Lifting your chin up towards a neutral position. You're going to place your right palm down, right below your neck, right at the collarbone, and then placing your left hand above, on top of that right hand. We're going to take a nice deep breath in and start to slowly drop your head back. And you'll feel some tension in the front of the neck. And exhale once your head reaches to a point that feels comfortable for you. And slowly bring your chin down, head forward, and releasing your palms. We're going to bring our awareness to the shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in. Bring those shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, rotate back. 2 more times. Nice deep breath in. Bring those shoulders up and exhale, rotate those shoulders back. 1 last time. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, rotate those shoulders back. All right, so now we're going to start our flow. So if you're sitting on a prop, such as myself, you can move that out the way. I like to put them at the top of my mat, just so that they're within reaching distance. And we're going to come on to all fours. Some quick cat-cows here. So start with the neutral spine. We're going to slowly inhale, dropping the belly, turning our gaze toward the sky. Exhale, tuck the chin, curving the spine, lifting the heart up towards the sky. And nice deep breath in. Dropping that belly, lifting that gaze. Exhale, rotate. And come back to normal breath into that neutral position. We're going to tuck the toes here, lifting the knees off the mat, bringing your chest towards the mat. Keep a nice bend here in the knees. We're going to start to pedal 1 foot at a time. Be mindful where you are. It's still pretty early. It's still getting nice and warm here. So keep that nice bend in the knees. And slowly taking your time, walk to the top edge of your mat into a forward fold, keeping your feet hip distance apart. You can also have a nice bend here in the knees for support. Those hamstrings might be firing off right now, and that's okay. Reaching for opposite elbows. We're going to swing from side to side. Help loosen up that lower back. Help warm up those hamstrings. Saying hello to the body, hello to the mind. Nice deep breath here. And releasing both elbows. We're going to slowly begin to rise, allowing the head to come up last. Bringing the arms up with us, up and above the head. Hands to heart center, palms together. And we're going to go right into our flow. Exhale. We're going to swan dive forward. Again, you can keep a bend in the knee here. Inhale, flat back, placing your palms on your shins or your thighs, wherever you need the support. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to place both palms onto our mat and stepping back 1 foot at a time. We're going to exhale, bending at the elbows, flatten the body onto the mat, flipping the feet. Inhale, rotate shoulders back into cobra. Little soft back bend here. Exhale, come back down. Tuck the toes. We're going to push the hips up first and then lift the knees. Come into our downward dog. Again, if you need to have a bend here in the knees and the heels aren't coming quite down, that's okay. If you can start to bring your heels down on the mat, that's great. And we're going to pedal here for one breath and start to slowly walk to the top edge of our mat. We're going to add on to that. We're going to inhale, flat back, hands on shins. Exhale, forward fold, releasing hands. Inhale and slowly rise. Palms together, hands to heart center. Exhale, arms wide. Swan dive forward, coming back into that forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping down, stepping back, 1 foot at a time, coming into that plank. Exhale, bending at the elbows, flatten the body onto the mat. Inhale, lift up into cobra. Exhale, come on down. Push the hips back. Come back into that downward dog. Now here we're going to inhale, placing the left foot in the center. We're going to inhale, raising that right leg towards the sky behind us. Exhale, bend that knee. Or a nice little hip opener here. And try to see those toes on your left side. Exhale, straighten that leg. Bring that right foot back on down, placing it at the center of your mat. We're going to inhale, lifting that left leg towards the sky. Exhale, bend the knee. Try to see those toes on your right side. And slowly exhale, extending that leg, placing that foot back down into downward dog. Take one breath here. And slowly begin to walk forward into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly rise. Hands up towards the sky, palms together, hands to heart center. Exhale, releasing both arms. Come back into that forward fold. Swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. This time we're going to step back with just the right foot. And this is where you might want to reach for your blanket. If you have sensitive knees, we're going to place that right below the right knee. We're going to drop that right knee into our lunge variation. Flatten the foot behind you. We're going to inhale, raising both arms up towards the sky. And exhale, slowly back in as much as you can. Engaging your core. Using that left foot as your anchor. Exhale, coming forward. Placing both palms onto your mat. You're going to lift that right knee off the mat. You might want to move that blanket towards the left side because we're going to switch sides. You're going to step that left foot back, coming into high plank. Exhale, bending at the elbows. Inhale, lift up into upward dog. Exhale, push the hips back. And we're going to go right into that left side. So we're going to inhale, bringing the right knee towards the chest. And then slowly step forward. You might have to tighten your fingertips just to give you some more space, and that's okay. We're going to place that blanket, if we need it, underneath that left knee, dropping that left knee. Flatten the left foot. And we're going to inhale those arms towards the sky. Exhale into a nice back bend here. You'll feel that stretch in the front of the left hip, the hip flexors. Exhale, bringing both palms down. Lift that left knee off the mat. Move that blanket towards the side. Stepping back with the right foot. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, lift up, upward dog. Exhale, come back into that downward dog. And we're going to slowly walk both feet towards the top edge of our mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly rise. Placing palms together, hands at heart center. Exhale, releasing both palms, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. This time, we're going to step back with the left foot. Placing that blanket right underneath the left knee again. Coming back into that lunge. Inhale, lifting both arms up towards the sky. We're going to do a little twist here. Making sure to take a nice deep breath in. And we're going to twist at the core. So we're going to inhale and slowly open up the arms towards the left side of the room. Expanding the arms and having the hands and the wrists at shoulder height. Great job. Inhale, come back to center. We're going to twist to the opposite direction. So take a nice deep breath here in the center. Exhale, open up towards the right side. We're warming up the entire body. We're waking up the internal organs. Inhale, bringing both arms up, coming back to the center, placing both palms down to your mat. Lifting up off that left knee, we're going to slide the blanket over to the right side. Stepping back with the right foot. We're going to exhale, come on down to plank chaturanga. Inhale, lift up, upward dog. Or you can come up into cobra, wherever you are in practice, no pressure. Exhale, push the hips back into downward dog. We're going to inhale, bringing that left knee in towards the chest. Lift up. I'm sorry I didn't mention this last time. Lift up onto those right toes to help give you some space in between the hips. And we're going to plant our left foot down. Reach for that blanket to support the right knee. Dropping the right knee onto the blanket. Make sure you slide it back enough, unlike I did. Flatten the right toes. We're going to inhale, bringing up those arms towards the sky. This time we're going to turn to the right side first. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, open up towards the right. So that nice little twist here. Inhale, come back to center. Take a nice deep breath here in the center. And on the exhale, open up towards your left. Great job. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, placing both palms onto your mat. Lifting up off that right knee. You can move your blanket over to the side. Stepping back with that left foot. Come into plank. And we're going to exhale, come on down. Again, you can come into upward dog or cobra. Wherever you feel comfortable. Exhale, push the hips up towards the sky. And take a nice deep breath here. We're going to slowly walk up towards the top edge of our mat. Keeping your feet hip distance apart. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. We're going to inhale, slowly begin to rise. Remembering to bring our head up last. Hands above the head. Palms together. Hands down to heart center. Releasing both arms. Swan dive forward. Come back into that forward fold. We're going to go into a soft twist here. You're going to bend your right knee, keeping the left straight. Placing your right palm at the center of your mat. Inhale, lifting up with the left arm. You might feel the stretch. Well, you will feel the stretch in the back of that left leg. You might feel it in your lower back. And we're going to exhale, bringing that left hand down, switching, bending the left knee, placing your left palm at the center of your mat. Inhale, raising that right arm towards the sky. And I'm sorry, turn your gaze towards the sky as well. Or if you feel a little lightheaded or dizzy, you can turn your gaze towards the mat. And slowly exhale, bringing that right palm down. Straighten both legs as much as you can. Take a nice deep breath in, halfway lift, using either your hands onto the mat or your shins, just slightly. Exhale, just fall deeper into that forward fold as much as you can. Of course, if you need to, you can place the block right below the hands for support. Placing your palms down on your mat, we're going to step back with both feet, coming into plank. Take a nice deep breath here, engage the core. Exhale, come on down, bending the elbows, flatten the body onto the mat. Inhale, rotate the shoulders back, lift up into cobra. Exhale, come on down. We're going to come up onto all fours, crossing at the ankles. We're going to walk the hands back and sit back on those sits bones. Straighten your legs, extend them forward. Remove any extra flesh from the sits bones. And this is where you can reach for your strap or your belt. Or if you don't need it, don't grab it. That's okay. We're going to place the strap at the soles of the feet. If you have one at home, of course. Making sure your back is up nice and tall. You're going to take a nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, we're going to sink forward, bringing our chest towards the legs. So slowly exhale, coming forward. If you have that strap, use that to help you deepen the stretch. If you start to surpass needing the strap, you can start to grab onto the soles of the feet. If you don't have a strap at home at all, you can stop here at the shins, extending your arms, making sure to keep your back as straight as you can. So wherever you are, you get to your shins, your ankles, the feet, the toes, wherever you are. We're holding here for 2 more breaths. This is one of my favorite poses. I try to incorporate it in every practice. Exhale, slowly start to walk the hands back, removing that strap to the side, and coming onto your back. Extend both legs. We're going to inhale both legs in towards the chest. Wrapping both arms around. Try to reach for opposite elbows if you can. Slowly releasing that left leg. Continue to hold that right knee in towards the body. We're going to do a spinal twist here. So releasing the right arm. We're going to shift that right knee across the body. Turning your gaze towards the right shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Releasing that right leg. Inhaling the left leg in towards the chest. Extending that left arm. We're going to cross over the body with that left knee. Turning your gaze towards the left shoulder. Take a nice deep breath in, come back to center. Inhaling both legs in towards the chest. One more time. And we're going to do a quick bound angle variation. So keeping your toes together. Extend the knees outward and reach for the ankles as much as you can. If you can't get down to the ankles, try to reach for the center of the shins. But as much as you can, try to reach for those ankles and pressing the heels down towards the sit bones. Just opening up those hips just a little bit more. Inhale, bring the knees back together. Hug them in towards the chest. And extend both legs. Releasing both palms, coming into that final pose, Shavasana. Just saying, it sounds so relaxing. Allow your body to melt into the earth. And as always, feel free to stay in this final pose a little bit longer. If you are watching this later on your own time, you can feel free to pause here. For those of you ready to move on, begin to bring awareness into the toes and the fingers. Start to wiggle those toes and fingers. And take a nice deep breath in, bringing both arms above the head for a full body stretch. Pointing those toes, extending with those fingers. Inhale, both knees in towards the chest. Releasing the right arm, rotate towards your right side into fetal position. Using your left hand, press into the mat and slowly come up to meet me in a comfortable seated position. You might notice you feel a little bit different, which is great, which means mission accomplished. We're going to place both palms together, hands at heart center. And before we end our practice, coming back to that intention set at the beginning of this practice, remembering that you can continue throughout your day with that intention. Take this moment to thank yourself for showing up, for being present, for moving. And I want to thank you for allowing me to guide you through this practice. Namaste. Thank you all again and have a great weekend.